Hi, I'm Henry Stevens, or Honkity Hank at Mandolin Cafe, and I have decided that I would just really like to jump in and do one of these lessons. And Mark uh, Gunter has allowed me to do this, and for that I'm very grateful. I hope I can live up to what he's been doing so far. Anyway, one of the best ways to learn stuff is to teach it. And so I've done a lot of studying, and I've learned a lot about pentatonic scales. That's the subject of today's exercises. Um, and I'll start by saying this is coming out of Brad Laird's book, Mandolin Masterclass, and I'll be covering material that is on pages 19 through, 22, I think. Um, Basically, the pentatonic scale, what it is, how to find it on the fretboard, and a little bit about what it's good for. Now, there is a lesson coming up after this, I believe, which will go into more detail about using the pentatonic scale for improvisation, which is really its real power. But we don't even have to improvise to find the pentatonic scale in lots of places. Anyway, I'm going to have several videos. This is the introduction, of course. Um, I'll have a video on the G major pentatonic scale to lay the groundwork of what is a pentatonic scale, and what it looks like and what it sounds like. I'll have a short video showing other major pentatonic scales in different keys, um, so as to illustrate, how you can move that around. And then I'll have a video on a minor pentatonic scale, which is very, very important. Um, and that is what we're going to do. And so I hope we can all just jump in and have some fun with it. I find pentatonic music and just very pleasant to listen to, fun to play, and I hope that you do too. So let's dig into it. Oh, I almost forgot. There's one more part to the material that's on pages 19 through 22 in Brad's Mandolin Masterclass book. Um, and I do intend to cover that also. That is the use of fretboard diagrams. He uses the pentatonic scale lesson as an introduction to fretboard diagrams. So I plan to have a separate video on how the fretboard diagrams work. And, they're very convenient to use, especially if you're new to tablature and music notation. They give you an exact map of where on the fretboard to find stuff. Uh, so uh, that's that's the whole deal, I think, for this lesson.